Morning, everybody. I'm Meg from LovenStamps, and this is Maker Mornings with Meg. So today's Wednesday, and I have two projects for you. One is going to be a treat. Well, they'll both be treats, actually. But one is going to be a treat that is featuring the Memories and More card pack that we've been using. It's the one that I used to make all those cards the other day. The set of kind of quick cards and all the tips for putting these together. And let's see, here's this one. So these are part of the LovenStamps tutorial for December. Where's the last one? There we go. There's the last one, 4 different designs. And so today I thought I'd give you a treat that uses some of those cards, because you'll have more cards in the card pack than you'll use up with the package of 20 of the cards and envelopes. So a reminder, today's free shipping day. So if you need supplies, such as more of those cards and envelopes to go with your kit, today is a great day to pop those on. So we're gonna do a treat with that, and then I'm gonna branch out into the rest of the Frosted Gingerbread Suite just a little bit to give you an extra treat idea, because I don't know about you, but I can always use cute little stocking stuffer ideas at this time of year. Something kind of fun to have in your purse even, and you're out and you see people and you can just share little treats. So, all right, and I think with that, we're gonna get started. We might as well get going here on our project. So, more crafting, right? So I'm gonna flip you guys down here, whoops, and we'll get just a little closer. Okay, pardon me while I adjust our camera, and there we go. All right, so like I said, we are going to go ahead and use those Memories and More card pack. And I love the way, the way these come together for really just quick crafting and kind of making the most of your time, and duplicatable things. You got lots of pieces, so you can make the same thing more than once. Super helpful. So, and morning, virtual hugs to you too, Jenny. Hey, Trish and Beverly and everybody else whose name popped up and I missed as we went along. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we have our candy. We're gonna set that aside for now. I love candy this time of year because it is red and white. And then after Christmas, make sure you stock up on the Christmas candy sales, because red and white still works for Valentine treats. All right, so I have here one of the cards from this kit. And this card is a 4x6 card. We're gonna use this as the base for our treat. And so I've cut off, I don't know, about 1/2 inch at the bottom and maybe 3/8 of an inch at the top. And again, the specific directions and so forth for this card are included, or this project are included with the tutorials that you get for placing an order with me during the month of December. So the PDF tutorials. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and score then at 1 inch from the bottom, okay? And then fold that up. So we have kind of the little L shape here to go as the base of our card, our treat here. So this is super simple. All right, I'm gonna open up the cello bag. The video description has a link to these supplies, and so you can grab that link. So even this, these cute printed cello bags look like they have little snowflakes. I think they're actually meant to be pom-poms, but they work great for holiday things. And this is the perfect size to just fit down inside there. And then pop in a couple of candies and these little Redbird peppermints, which I don't know if you are a fan at your house, but oh my gosh, we go through these like crazy. So always good for me to package them up into containers where I can no longer eat them. And then I've sized this so that it's just about the perfect size here at the top to go ahead and tie some ribbon. So I've got this red ruffled ribbon from the Gingerbread and Peppermint Suite. And then we're gonna do a tag, and then I'm gonna show you an additional gift idea with some Pretty Pillowbox Dies. So, all right. So you'll notice I didn't actually trim this off, oops. I didn't trim it off the roll. When I'm sort of making a first run at something I'm gonna duplicate, or if I'm just making one of something, I don't cut my ribbon until after I've tied it. That way I know it's the right length and I don't have to cut a lot of, extra bits off and toss a lot. So, all right, so then I've got this to the end here, and now I can trim this without wasting any ribbon, okay? So there is our start of our treat. Now we need a tag, so I'm gonna pull in 2 more of these tags. And if you haven't seen these before, you're gonna wanna check them out. These are the Memories and More kit. This is sort of the ends of mine. There are some stickers there. They're like a super heavyweight sticker. There are a whole bunch of different cards with double-sided designer series paper type material on them. So you can use these for lots of things. You can cut them up. Be sure to watch the video that I did the other day. I think it's episode 222. And I went through how to make those quick cards just really efficiently. So we're gonna bring our trimmer back in here because I want to have this trimmed pretty close to the edge. And if you are a stamper who stamps with kids, I'm teaching an after-school class right now in scrapbooking, and we're doing a bunch of different fun things. Save these because you might want those for later. But these trimmers, the Stampin' Up! Trimmer is fabulous and makes a great gift for kids. You want to teach them how to use it, make sure they know about putting things up to the edge, and that they know the difference between the cutting blade and the scoring blade. But you know, early, middle elementary, late elementary, they can definitely make the most of this trimmer and be really successful with getting straight cuts and on their projects. So makes a great gift idea. All right, and then I'm gonna cut about 1 inch here. I'm gonna kind of, about 1 inch off the edge of this card, and I'm gonna use this as a backing here to just dress up our tag just a little bit more, and then I'll save that for later, okay? I am a huge believer in giving kids great tools to work with, right? Just makes their crafting experience so much more fun when they have good art supplies. So, all right, so I'm gonna bring in some strong adhesive. So I'm gonna use my Seal Plus here and pop this just along one edge and stick this here on as our tag. Okay, so now we have a tag that just has a little bit more oomph to it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop a hole. Let's see, do we want our tag on this side or this side? I feel like this side sort of is the book end of it. So the hole is gonna go over here, and I'm gonna pop just a little 1/8 inch hole there. And I know you're thinking, wait, Meg, how are you gonna get the tag on? Because you already tied your ribbon. So this is my super quick trick for tags when I don't really care if they're super tied on. So I'm just gonna take my ribbon and pop it through our hole on the front of our card. Okay, I think I am. If you can't get your ribbon through, cut your angle at the end a little tighter. There we go. All right, so now we have our ribbon tag there that kind of is gonna hold on our thing. So I could have made the bow, let's see, I'll make it a little longer by shortening the thing there because I like it when the ribbon, there we go, comes out the other side, okay? Now we need just a little embellishment. Fortunately from our kit here, we have these little stars stickers, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop these on. And let's see, I'll probably put one down there and one down here. And these are fun, they just add a little extra bling to the front of our tag. So you can see that was really a very, very simple project using these Memories and More stuff. And right here, it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas with extra little Christmas treats, right? And then when you open the packet, I didn't really show this very much, but you have that star inside that says wishing you a sweet Christmas. You can put a little message in there to all that kind of fun thing, okay? So you could have a bunch of these like on a bowl in the front of your house if you have people coming over, all kinds of things. And actually this one, I added a little extra strip of that red and white card just to dress up the bottom there. So you could cut a 1 inch piece to put on your, a 1x4 inch piece to put on the bottom. So, okay. All right, but you guys ready to see the other card or the other project? So I realized that I've not used this Most Fabulous Pretty Pillow Box to show you guys any projects with this yet this year. And I really like this one. It is the perfect size, again, for, I buy my Ghirardelli chocolates in the giant size. It's a perfect size for a Ghirardelli chocolate to fit inside. And when you have the Frosted Gingerbread stamp set, links are in the video description, you have these Sending You Peppermint Kisses greeting, which goes perfectly with peppermint chocolate. So Let's go ahead and look at how this pillow box works. So what I've done is picked a piece of the Gingerbread and Peppermint Designer Series paper. You can see I'm getting low in my packet. It's the one that has all those cookie ornaments, cookie elements that you can die cut using the dies from this stamp set bundle, frosted peppermint or frosted gingerbread bundle. But I've also on the backs of these papers are these fabulous sort of large scale patterns. So I've got this one here, which I have, through the magic of television, cut with the pillow box die, okay? So when this goes through, this die is magic because it cuts and it scores. So you get both the cut lines and the score lines. And so I apologize that it's probably a little bit tricky to see on the score lines here. But you'll be able to see here when I start folding that those are where the score lines are. At the end, even if you can't see them, kind of have faith that those little round parts are there to make this pillow box. This is one of those things that you just really need a die for. It's really hard to make this box with these curved edges without having the die for it. But some boxes, some other ones that I showed you, let's see. Like this one that we did for Thanksgiving, this one you don't need a special die for the box, but this one you really want this cute die, so it is pretty festive. And it includes some other pieces that I'll show you here in a second, so a great one to add on a free shipping day. If only there were a free ship, wait, that's today. Okay, just kidding, sorry. All right, so I've got those there. You just kind of have to massage the corners just a little bit to get them where you want them. And now we're going to go ahead and of course I'm going to save this, right? Because I might want that other side. I'm going to go ahead and adhere the ends. Now I like this box because unlike other pillow boxes we've had in the past, when you put it together like this, you have this cute little flap here that flaps over just like that. And there is even a die here to that you can use to create like a decoration on your flap. You can cut this flap again and make this like a real red, just this much of it. And then you can make like a layer. I think there's a sample here. Let me see. Let me look for a moment, consulting the magic book here. Here, yes, here's how they did that. So right there at the top, they went ahead and cut that top of that box twice, once with the craft paper to make the box and once with the real red cardstock just to get that extra thing there. And then there are dies to make little cute flourishes in the top, little holes. So, all right, so when we're gonna put this together, unlike other pillow boxes, we're actually gonna adhere the scoopy ends and leave the side open. So I always want my boxes, here's a box tip for you, to close so that I have a neat finish to the front. So see how that looks neat? If I do it this direction and have these flaps come in, then I end up with like an open end here that's not very finished looking. So just think about which one you want to show and which one you want to be hidden. And I'm gonna pop some Seal Plus on here. Tear tape would work. You could do multi-purpose liquid glue. That's this one. If you wanted to just make sure you hold it for a second so it grabs. And then because I've already folded along all those score lines, this box goes together pretty easily. And I'm just gonna pop these sides together, and then I'm gonna use my fingers to just make sure I reach inside and give it a good burnish there on the adhesive so that I make sure that that stays shut, okay? I know Trish says the pillow box is adorable. I could not agree more. Okay, so there we have this. Now, I'm not gonna make a loop here, an extra layer, because we're gonna kind of cover this up. And almost everything I ever show you is available in my online store from Stampin' Up. But these are Velcro mini dots, and they are, these are the 3/8 inch ones. I really like these. You can get them at Target or whatever. And I'm gonna go ahead, I put the two sheets together and I'm gonna clip one off the end. So I have actually the front and the back of the Velcro dot together, and I'm gonna show you the best way to attach these. So go ahead and peel one side. So I have the matching Velcro here, and I'm gonna pop this right at the top of our little scallop, and then I'm gonna peel the back off of the sticker sheet, And I'm just gonna close our box. Now, actually, before I do that, I'm gonna put our chocolate inside. Isn't that the sweetest dies? I love the way these are designed because the chocolate gives me a place where now I can squeeze that and make sure that that is really well attached. So then we have good adhesive stickiness and and if you get your pillow box out of shape a little when you squeeze that, you can put it back. Okay, so there's the base of our pillow box, but you clearly can tell that we are not done yet. Because included in this suite are the dies that go along with these pieces, including these cute peppermints here, and a tag that does come with the pretty pillow boxes. So I've got some pieces that I die cut ahead of time. We can kind of see what we decide here. So I cut this pretty tag here with both basic white cardstock and the designer series paper, just this edge piece from a scrap in my pack, and trying to decide which one we want to use here. So this is pretty busy. This one is a little plainer, but let's see which one we like. I'm gonna go ahead and stamp Sending You Peppermint Kisses here. I see how I like to store my extra die cut pieces. We're gonna come back to those. I'm gonna stamp Sending You Peppermint Kisses in real red. Let's see, did I get this stamp out already? There it is. Okay. Somebody said the other day, they're like, whoa, wait, did you stamp the inside of your box? No. The inside of the stamp cases, if you haven't gotten stamps for a little while from Stampin' Up, they come with this sheet that is pre-printed for you. So you can stick your stamps inside the case, and then you don't necessarily have to keep using those plasticky sheets. I keep them handy because I store things in my boxes, but all right, we're gonna go ahead and stamp here, and I'm gonna stamp this Peppermint Kisses message right here on the center of our greeting. So we could go with this one, or I'm gonna go ahead and stamp it here on a scrap of basic white, okay? And then I'm gonna cut some banner tails because we could choose to do this here on top of our tag. So that maybe, I'm kind of leaning towards the busy one, right? But we'll see here as we go. All right, so now we need some peppermints to go with this because right now there's no peppermints on the outside of our box, just the inside. And fortunately, included in the frosted gingerbread dies are a set of 5 of these sweet little peppermint candy toppers and the 5 circles to go along with them. So there are basically like a zillion pieces here. Here's the dies all like laid out. There we go. They are about to retire. So if this is something that you're interested in getting, I would not wait because once they go out of stock, they'll no longer be available. So these I've die cut here from a red and white cardstock, and I have my white peppermint discs and our little peppermint toppers to go with them. So this is definitely a case for multi-purpose liquid glue and my take your pick tool, okay? I don't wanna struggle with these. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little dot in the center of each of these circles. A little dot will go a long way. I always say with this glue, if you can see it, it is enough, okay? So you don't need a ton. I realize that white on white you can't see very well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and use my take your pick tool to pop these on the center of each of these candies. All right, and mostly my glue is pretty well centered. Let's see, there we go. So these are much easier to piece together when you use your take your pick tool, that sticky end there, okay? Also a great, if you're looking for a craft or gift for the holidays, a stocking stuffer, this tool is amazing because you can always use more than one. There's so many different tips. Like if you have 2 of them, you can actually keep all of your tips out at the same time. Wait, 2 of them? Well, almost all your tips. There's actually a replacement for this, I think, that goes at the other. I can't remember now. I haven't looked at the thing for a long time. Anyway, having more than one is never a bad thing. So, all right, so let's see. We're gonna go ahead and pop these on here like so. We'd add our peppermints onto our box, or we can, let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and attach this because I'm certain that we're gonna put this, and if I don't use this, I'm just gonna pop it right back in my stamp case today because I can use it next time for something else. So, all right, so I've got this on here, and then we can add our peppermints like this. Okay, I know Kim said originally she was thinking the white. I was kind of leaning towards white until I saw this together with the peppermints. So I think we're gonna go with this one, which means I'm gonna put another dimensional on the back of this. I'm gonna pop the dimensional right here on our box so that I know it's in the exact right spot. And then I'm gonna pop our tag on top. Let's see, Jenny asked, do you think it's easier to put adhesive on the back of the swirl? So it could be, if that's the strategy that you like to use best, definitely go for it. I find that if I'm picking up the piece without the glue, sometimes that's a little bit easier because then I'm not handling glue and getting it on my fingers as I go. So for this one, I kind of like this strategy. And then I think I'm gonna pop these kind of, let's see, maybe we'll put one on the front, but then some big ones on the background. So remember that if you are using dimensionals and so forth, you need to make sure that you put your, you got to commit one way or the other. You can't have your elements sticking across the seal, right? Because we want this to be able to come apart. So I'm going to pop that one in the back and maybe one down here. The other thing that's nice about making these on separate adhesive spots is that then they can kind of bend to go with the shape of the box because it's not a flat thing. So, all right, so there's 2 little peppermints. I think we need a third. Where should we put it? How about down here, I think. Okay, and this one I'm gonna go ahead and glue right on. So again, I could put the glue on here, but it's easier in this case for me to put the glue on the project. That's also my strategy. In case you didn't notice, I always do that little tap down that taps a little glue down. That way it's always ready for you to go ahead and stick. And then I'm gonna pop that kind of underneath there, okay? All right, now if you want to continue to add fun things to this, there are, of course, these little acrylic shapes, which are also from this suite. And I think we clearly need at least one of these. Let's see, do I have any little red peppermints left? I think I have little white peppermints here. So I'm gonna pop a little white peppermint kind of on the side like this, just to give us a little accent. And again, I could glue on the shape, but I find so much easier to go ahead and put my glue on the project. And that way when I'm handling the thing that I'm adding, I don't have to try and like make sure I'm not getting glue everywhere, okay? So there's our little peppermint kisses. And then if you want to, you could add some ribbon to this, all kinds of fun extra ways to embellishment to embellish it. And then I think I'm gonna pop these on here because I have this extra piece here. And when I have 2 of something, I'll probably group them together. So now I have an extra tag that is gonna go on something. I'll probably stick it in my box here so that it's handy for the next time I'm like, oh, I should make something with that gingerbread peppermint kit. Oh, look, I've already got something. It's always so fun, right? And I could even pair it with this piece of scrap paper. Like, okay, we could go on and on here, but I will refrain. So 2 ideas, let's see. Trish said, will the gingerbread and peppermint memories and more pack be available again? Oh my goodness. Is it not available right now? Pardon me. Let me check. Gingerbread. Memories and more card kit is, oh gosh, you're right. It's not available. Okay. So if you didn't already get the gingerbread memories and more, then I would definitely say you should run and get the other parts. So the cards that I show in the video tutorial can be made with elements from the suite, which would be the designer series paper, the stamps, and the dies, okay? So if you already have your card kit, you're in great shape. If you don't have your card kit, you can make with these kinds of things. So for this, I would go ahead and maybe for the back of our piece today, I would take this cardstock and I would cut it to the same size, so it's 4 inches wide, trim the top and bottom, score 1 inch, and then you can use this as the basis for your little treat packet. And then, of course, like the embellishments for the cards and the labels and so forth, you would stamp and you would do a different way. So you can make your own gingerbread cookies by die cutting the paper. You can make your own peppermint pieces by doing the die cutting that we did today. So there are still lots of possibilities for mixing and matching these. I'm guessing, Trish, that the gingerbread and peppermint memories and more pack won't come back to the online store since it's one of the retiring items. Unless they already have stock ordered. So right now unavailable. I'll try to post an update later today if I can get more information about that. So let's see. Kathy said she liked the DSP with the stripes. Yeah, I kind of like that one. I'm glad that worked out really well. Let's see. And the baker rack, yeah, not a die for the little baker rack either. Well, on the plus side, if you are getting, if you're desperate to have a card with that, you can go ahead and sign up for, or go ahead and place your order. If you order at least $50 with me during the month of December, you'll get 2 of the kits in the mail. So as long as I get my stuff, I guess I just placed an order the other day that had the Memories and More card kits on them. So hopefully they'll stick around. But you'll get supplies for 2 of these cards in the mail as one of my thank yous for placing a $50 or more order during the month of December, which, I mean, free shipping today, right? It is free shipping on orders of $50 or more, I should say. And that's the subtotal, the product itself, so before tax. All right. But yeah, a baker rack die would be kind of fun. I've also seen people make, we did little baker racks. There used to be a gingerbread punch years ago, and we made baker racks out of just a rectangle of silver foil cardstock. And that silver foil cardstock, you just cut a little rectangle and put like a half circle. You could use your little dies, cut this in half, or just use it as it is and tuck those underneath. So then you'd have a rectangle with the circles at the ends, and that's like the little handles. And it looks very much like a cookie sheet. So it wouldn't have all those tiny holes in it, but you could figure out a way to add something if you really wanted that there. So, all right. So hopefully that gives you some possibilities for adding some extra perks. Oh my goodness. All right. So that is our Wednesday project. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Lots of possibilities for making the most of little holiday treats. And let's see, Kim said, if you don't have access to some of the papers, craft, red or green will complement. Yes. For the ones with the card kits, any of the cinnamon cider, cardstock, real red, and old olive are the colors that go along with that suite. So those would be great things to add. And then the other parts of the suite there, the adorning masks can be used to add like the little, gingerbread lines and so forth. So lots of fun possibilities for these little treats for the holidays. So you guys are so resourceful. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I will be back on Friday with another Maker Mornings with Meg project. And I look forward to seeing what you guys come up with for fun Christmassy treats. Actually, do you want to see, I have one more that I'll show you with the Pretty Pillowbox Dies that has nothing to do with Christmas. That is this one here, using the, what's the name of this stamp set? Chocolate. Nothing's better than, here's the stamp set, and then the dies that go with it. So this is sort of a winter-timey, even Valentine's-y kind of treat getting into the next season. So lots of possibilities with that Pretty Pillowbox die set. All right, guys, have a great day. Happy stamping, and I'll see you on Friday.